Shalom. This is YAHAWAH with the GMS Dallas camp. First off, I want to give all praise to YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach him real well. And salutations to the Akim scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, keeping his word in truth and sincerity. Yeah, I was going to do a quick video, pretty much going into how we supposed to go out there in the highways and byways and preach this truth, man. Because it's a commandment. It's a commandment to go out there, man. We in a time where we fishers. We supposed to be fishing for the elect. Because when we go out there, we ain't searching for, we ain't trying to get everybody to understand this truth, man. Because the scriptures say not everybody's gonna get it. That's why it says in Matthew's, I believe it's the 22nd chapter, it says that many are called but few are chosen. That's why you have a lot of people that will come into this truth, and look like they sincere. They being called, but at the end of the day, they end up falling out and going back in the world. They weren't chosen. But there are those few men that do stick, that do end up going through, and sticking to this thing. And Lord willing, we those men, we were called, Lord willing, we were called and we were chosen. So I'm gonna start off with Proverbs chapter 8, verse 1. Doth not wisdom cry, and understanding put forth her voice? She stands in the top of high places, by the way, in the places of the paths, man. And that's what we're doing, man. We in the places of the path, in an area where a lot of people pass by, where there's a lot of business going on, to where people they gotta pass through. Let me turn this off real quick. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's why we out there in the highways and byways, man, in a chief place of concourse, like it says in Proverbs. I believe it's Proverbs chapter 1. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Let's see. Salaki, give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20, right? Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, you know what I'm saying? So, like it says right there, in the chief place of concourse. Where is the chief place of concourse? Well, as a matter of fact, let's look up at that word concourse. Let's see. Let's see, did I get the right word? Right, to murmur, cry out, roar, cry aloud, mourn, rage, sound, make noise, tumult, be clamorous, be disquieted, be loud, be moved, be troubled, be in uproar, to be in stir, be in a commotion, to be boisterous, be turbulent, man. And that's what that is, in that area, man. It's in a commotion, and where a lot of people are, man. People walking by, you got different businesses and, people going through there. A lot of commotion, man. Let's see. sound by implication to be in a great commotion or tumult, to rage, war, moan, clamorous, concourse, cry aloud, be disquieted. Right, okay. Let's see, let's check out the lexicon of the noise made by certain animals. I said the growl of the bear, use the sound of the harp, internal emotion, disquiet, somehow, wander about from quiet. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's a cheap place of concourse, man. You know, in areas in the city, you know, downtown, you know, where there's a lot of things going on, man, to where there's going to be a good amount of people going through, man, and that's a good area to be in, you know, for this word to be coming out. You know, that's why we're reading Proverbs chapter 1. You know, does not wisdom crieth without she uttereth her voice in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start back in verse 21. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. And that's the openings of the gates, man. You know, we you know, we go out there in the highways and byways, and you know, in these times, man, in that opening of the gates, you know, where people are passing through, passing by, going in and out. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, I'm going to read that again. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her word, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And is that not what we doing? You know what I'm saying? You know, is that not what we telling these people? You know how much longer are you people gonna be living in your simplicity, man? You know, we cursing, you know, telling y'all people, you know, the Most High is coming back. You know, y'all need to get y'all shit together, man. Of course, at the end of the day, we know that they ain't gonna get it, you know, but we out there for, you know, for the elect's sake, we ain't out there trying to save everybody, you know. And people who are willing to attain and understand this wisdom, that's who we out there crying out for, you know. And the Most High is gonna show you, man. You know, we in this grace period right now, you know. But when this grace period is over, man, he's going to come back and show you that he had, you know, pretty much he has sent us out there to call these, you know, calling out in the word of Yahawah, in the name of YAHAWASHI, and y'all didn't want to listen, you know. And it's going to be and there's going to be consequences, like it says right here in the next verse. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. You know, that's the Most High stretching out his hand, sending out his prophets out there to preach this word. That's him stretching out that hand, right? Verse 25. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof, man. So these people weren't listening, man. They didn't care to what we had to say. They shrugged it off, man. We over here preaching this truth, man, out there in the highways and byways every week, toiling, man. And these people were like, oh, you know, shrugged us off like we weren't nothing, man. Like we, you know what I'm saying? And the Most High, this is what the Most High, you know, is going, you know, in verse 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, man. So when you in that time of trouble, man, when it's too late, the Most High he's gonna laugh at you, man. He's gonna show you that, okay, you know, now you want to listen, right? Now you want to open them ears up, right? Now it's too late. The Most High is gonna laugh at your calamity, because you hated knowledge and didn't choose to fear the Most High, man. Excuse me. But yeah, verse 30, they would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof, man. They didn't hear, they didn't want to hear that, man. They didn't want to hear the the men in the highways and byways preaching this truth, man. They turned their eye, man, or they turned they turned away, and put the law of YAHAWASHI and the commandments behind them, It's like you. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them, man. Going off and thinking that you doing your own thing, it's going to end up being their destruction. Verse 33, but whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil, man. And that's the elect. That ultimately ends up goes back to the elect, man. Those men that are willing to fear the Most High and follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. And that's what we got. That's what we got to do, man. That we're watchmen, like it says in Ezekiel chapter 3. We out here telling these people what the deal is. We washing that blood off our hands. Because if we tell them and they don't listen, then that blood is washed off our hands. But if we don't tell them, then that blood is on our hands, because we didn't go in. We didn't go and tell them that the Most High is coming back and is going to destroy them if they don't go back to his ways. To the ways of YAHAWASHI. But Lord willing, your brothers got a little something out this. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.